Today, I'm going to talk to you about consistency and the importance of doing things regularly. We all have habits, and we need to make sure that we form ourselves into doing the best habitual things for ourselves. Um, that means we need to pick out our good habits and stick with them. If there's something that we do and it's going to bring good into our life, we need to consistently do this and do more of it, and then we'll reap the benefits. So when you get up in the morning, you need to clean your room a little bit. You need to take a shower or just get ready to get out of the house, get dressed, put some fresh, clean clothes on, get some food in your stomach. Exercise either at home or go somewhere and do some exercise. These need to be the first things you do on a daily basis. Not because you want to, but because they benefit you. So you're going to do them. This is laying the groundwork for a good habitual life and for you to have a good lifestyle for the long term. And it's not important to focus on whether you have done this so far or you did this yesterday. Doesn't matter. Like today you have the opportunity. So you take it to do things and you start now. One at a time, you do them in a row and in order to get yourself started and build some momentum and build up your character and your sense of self-worth and self-esteem, understanding that you're doing these things for yourself to make yourself a better person. In turn, that makes everyone around you better. You don't ever want to be the weak link in a room, in a situation, in a conversation. You always want to be prepared. And it's not hard to, you just have to do the work consistently. You can't take a great lump of time off from being responsible. I wouldn't take a day off of it. If you're on vacation, that's a different story. Kick your feet up. Let someone else do the work for a little while. But you still have to do the daily work. This is how you become dependable, reliable, accountable, and responsible for yourself. We don't ask anybody to do any of the things that we have to do for ourselves, for us. And when we're placed in that position that other people have to, you better be physically disabled or unable to do it. I did more things for myself with one arm in a sling and two legs that didn't work sitting in a wheelchair than a whole lot of other people do on a daily basis. And they can use their whole body. They just choose to ask other people to do things for them or delegate those responsibilities outward. That's not how I operate. Like, if I can do it, I will do it. You will have to pry something out of my cold, dead, crippled, misshapen hand because I was holding on to a responsibility that I had. And I was doing it. I was doing the task that was anointed upon me because I don't make excuses. Occasionally I need help. And I accept it thankfully, gladly, lovingly. It's just not a good situation to be in. And again, if you're not in that situation, you don't have an excuse. And if you are in that situation, you don't have an excuse. You may have a reason you can't do something, but we don't make excuses because we do things consistently every day. We're used to the responsibilities. So when an extraordinary task gets placed upon us or an extraordinary burden, okay, I guess how are we going to deal with this now? I mean, we have to overcome because that's what you have to do to survive consistently. Time in and time out again. If you don't develop the thick skin and the callus on your soul and the callus on your brain that you can just withstand things, then you might fall. But if you learn how to do all these little things consistently, every day, day in and day out, day in and day out, you will build up the mental muscle, the mental fortitude, the will. You will develop the drive and determination to overcome whatever situation you're in, because that's what you have to do and have had to do consistently. You see how we keep coming back to consistency and consistently. When you do these things day in and day out, minute in and minute out, hour in and hour out, they become day in and day out. Then it becomes into year in and year out. Before you know it, you are a champion of life because you've overcome every situation you've ever been put into. Because you've done the little things that were necessary along the way. You didn't cut corners. You didn't cheat yourself. You didn't lie. You didn't steal to get ahead. So you're doing things the honest way. You're not lying, cheating, or stealing. You're not putting anyone else down to lift yourself up. You're going to take more lumps than most people because you're just going to take it all. You're not going to be able to push things off onto other people. You're going to have to withstand the storm consistently to become a better person of yourself. But again, by doing the daily responsibilities into which you take care of yourself and your life and your physical body and your mental self and your emotional and spiritual being, you will become the most successful version of yourself you can. And you will maintain this throughout the rest of your life on a consistent basis. I can promise you that. So do the little things consistently. Strive to be better consistently. Attempt to be a greater version of yourself and more honest with yourself consistently. Never cheat yourself out of anything. You'll have a great life consistently. So I hope you get something out of this. All right, have a great day and do what you have to.